This one was really unbelievable. Just watch. It appeared the Vikings had bounced back with a vengeance.
Struggling along with his players.
Third and long. They go underneath. Cris Carter, some nice running, and a first down. 78 yards to lead the Vikes. Full pressure on. It goes to Cris Carter. At the 10, Carter, touchdown. In the fourth round in '87, then the Vikings traded for him a 4th and 11th pick. He's going long for Cris Carter. Carter steals it at the 4.
He just took it away, as you said. Look, it's been intercepted, and his arm strength and hand strength just...
Looking for their first touchdown of the year. Down 3-0 in the first quarter, Wade Wilson. To a wide-open Cris Carter. They get the touchdown at 7-3 Minnesota. 15-10. Now, Cris Carter, you saw make a normal catch before, but this is what he excels at. Watch this. Are you kidding me? Cris Carter, no one touched him. He rolls into the end zone. It's a touchdown. They missed the extra point, but it deserves another look. It deserves about 8 more looks. The guy excels at fantastic catches back in his... Rich Gannon, second start for a bench Wade Wilson. Tries to rebound the Vikes after they were scudded in the fourth quarter by Detroit. And look again at Cris Carter. 42 yards, he walks it in 14-0.
With the skilled people that the Vikings have, this is the kind of thing that they've expected all year. They're getting it from Gannon. Then you get the block right there from AC taking out.
Vikes only half game back in the wild card hunt. Vikings down 7-0. Cris Carter catches Rich Gannon's pass, stretches for the first down. Then 2 plays later, Carter takes the pass and dives into the end zone. A 29-yard scoring pin leads the Vikings on 3 long drives. This first drive ends on Carter's 17-yard touchdown reception, or was it 16 yards and then a 1-yard fumble recovery? Still counts for a touchdown.
Fake handoff by Gannon, back to throw, throws off the back foot, downfield, Cris Carter, touchdown! Cris Carter!
With the Bucks out to an early lead, the Vikings...
St. Salisbury, quick 3-step drop, touches arm, throws to AC, caught, touchdown! Cris Carter!
The Viking offensive firestorm.
Fake by Gannon, rolling out to his left. Cuts his arm and throws it downfield. It is caught! Cris Carter! Viking touchdown! Vikings are coming back.
Minnesota was indeed coming back.
McMahon. Now Jimmy knows to move out of the pocket a little bit. And what does Cris Carter do, Tommy?
Just catch his touchdown.
That's all he does. 16 yards, 8 minutes to go. The Vikings lead it 10-7.
And as you say, the Vikings made the adjustment, started doing a good job of moving McMahon out of the pocket, took some of that pressure off of him.
McMahon calls out signals, has the snap, drops back, fade route, throws a touchdown! Cris Carter. McMahon has the snap, pass, downfield, caught! Touchdown! From the 5, back to throw, Salisbury throws the corner of the end zone, Cris Carter, leaping catch! That's a touchdown. He's got a touchdown! A delayed ball, but Cris Carter...
Sets up the touchdown pass. All he does is catch touchdown. Cris Carter. Vikings back in it, 20-10 Denver. Tied at 23 in the fourth quarter. Sean Salisbury stakes it to Carter. 55 yards, look at him. He catches touchdowns and makes big plays. He's unbelievable. 55 yards.
Ismail! McMahon calls out signals, has the snap, drops back, fade route, throws it, caught!
Touchdown, Vikings. Cris Carter on the receiving end. And McMahon found him. McMahon barks out signals, has the snap, throws the deep pass downfield. Caught! Touchdown! Cris Carter!
Oh, man, was that a great play.
Here's a fake reverse. McMahon to throw. Drops it downfield. Wants Cris Carter. It is caught! Touchdown! Cris Carter! Backs, pedals, 7 steps, inches to his left. Throws it deep downfield. Wants Cris Carter. It is caught! Touchdown! Second attempt at the 25. McMahon throws it deep. Wants Cris Carter. Caught! Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Cris Carter.
Cris Carter pulled in 7 receptions for over 110 yards, putting the Vikings in striking range.
Vikings.
I'm forever indebted to the Vikings organization for the skills and the power they gave me that I can have success. I really am. And I've always been proud of the purple. Always been proud to be a Vikings fan. I was always proud to say I played for the purple. But they really helped me be a better leader. They helped me grow up. They helped me really make goals in my life to really be a special player. And I greatly appreciate all the things that everyone around here have done for me. I'm forever indebted for all those who took a part in my success. And that I do appreciate.
15 carries. Warren Moon, Cris Carter. All he does is catch touchdowns. 3 yards, 7. Lip readers, just don't watch. Vikings cash in on the mistake. Moon to Cris Carter. All he does is catch touchdowns. 44 yards, a great move at the 12. And he gets past Chris Green, 21-0. Well, Moon throws one up for grabs here as he's hit. But all he does is catch touchdowns. Cris Carter, 8 yards, 28-0 Vikings.
What a great receiver pass that probably never should have been thrown. But look at Cris Carter go up over the defense and make the touchdown catch.
3 touchdown catches from Moon to Carter, all in the first.
Moon has the snap and back to throw. Fade route caught by Carter. Easy touchdown, Vikings.
But I'm very, very thankful. I'm thankful to be here and what the Vikings organization, what they did from the beginning to be able to help me and give me the skills that I would need off the football field. That's the most powerful thing that anyone could ever do for you. I don't really want to talk about like my career, because for me, it's really about all the people who helped me. And it's such a phenomenal thing for people to get involved in your life as a young person and to be able to stick with you. There's a lot of people that helped me out, but there's not a lot of people that can say that I wouldn't have made the Hall without their involvement. But I can stand here today as a man to tell you, if you wouldn't have helped me that day, when I came here, that second week in September, I wouldn't have made it. And I'm forever indebted to the Vikings organization for the skills and the power they gave me that I can have success. I really am. And I've always been proud of the purple. Always been proud to be a Vikings fan. I was always proud to say I played for the purple.
Back goes Moon, fires the ball. Cris Carter! Touchdown, Vikings! I tell you what, if Cris Carter ever thinks about leaving football, he's got a job with a great Melendez.
Oh, that's a good.
The Vikings, that's Steve Jordan. Back goes Moon to throw, looking. Caught by Cris Carter, sideline, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown! Vikings win, 65 yards.
Warren Moon was dropped back. And all Cris Carter does is catch touchdowns. 27-6, Tom.
What do we have?
The Oilers being followed by Moon Shadow. Moon Shadow, Moon Shadow. Sorry, Billy.
An A for effort, Cris Carter and the singing. And then it's Moon. Back to pass. He's got Carter for the touchdown. Vikes up 10-6. Vikes next possession.
Moon down. I think the second foul is what got the ref's attention.
Key sequence because 2 plays later, Moon hits Carter again. Touchdown, Vikes up 17-6. Carter, great first half. How did he get open for his second touchdown reception?
Well, we're going to see the strength of Cris Carter against Chris Dishman. He runs an in route, trying to get back to the corner. You see the nice push by Dishman, but not enough to force Cris Carter off the football. All he does is catch touchdowns.
Young running back out for the Vikes. What would they do? Well, Warren Moon to Cris Carter, and look at the play despite the tackle by Doug Evans. What a play, Tommy.
Yeah, all he does is catch touchdowns. You watch him here, keep his concentration on the ball, even though he's on the ground, body between the ball and the ground. Good catch by Cris.
Fires the ball. It is caught. Touchdown! Cris Carter. Second and goal from the 4. Back goes Warren Moon. Throws. Caught. Cris Carter. Touchdown. Vikings. Moon rolling left. Looks. Cocks his arm. Fires the ball. Wide open. Touchdown. Cris Carter. Moon back to throw. Cocks and fires. Touchdown. Touchdown. Cris Carter.
Cris Carter's 17 touchdowns were second only to Emmitt Smith. And his 122 receptions matched his NFL record-setting total of the year before, making him the most prolific pass catcher over a 2-year span in NFL history. And so when the passing game got a grip against Green Bay, there was reason for optimism.
50 yards!
4 more touchdown passes buried the Saints a week later. And a pair from Moon to Carter highlighted a December rout of the Buccaneers.
He hits it. Back receivers right, Reed and Palmer. Back goes Moon, throws a fade. Caught by Cris Carter. Touchdown! Wing left is Greg DeLong, the tight end. Cris Carter up on the line and the right side. Back goes Moon, throws in the end zone. Caught by Carter.
Inside the Lions 15. Cris Carter, although this is a tough play, Tommy, but he doesn't get the first down.
Well, he doesn't get the first down, but we're watching it in slow motion here. Very difficult for him to turn that ball up and get to the marker.
They set a field goal that ties it at 10. Then 13-10 Lions, a minute 15 to go. Wayne Fonts may start the season 1-0. 3rd and 4, though. Brad Johnson in trouble. Actually, both teams played pretty good defensively, at least on the scoreboard, but Cris Carter, all he does, gets touchdown. Touchdown! Just over a minute to go. Marietta, Georgia native, Florida State's Brad Johnson. First NFL start goes to Cris Carter. What does he do?
Just catches touchdown.
7 yards. Then Brad Johnson, second down to Cris Carter. Goes back for the ball. He stumbles. Does he get in? No, he's down at the 1-yard line. Chances this year. It's his 3rd miss thus far in 7 kicks, and the fans booed him. Still 14 all. Less than 9 minutes to go. Moon to Cris Carter. It's at a touchdown, but it's a 30-yard game. Carter passes Steve Jordan from
Brown University.
At the all-time receiving leader in Vikings history. And the Vikings lead 7-6. Just a minute to go before the end of the first half. Warren Moon to Cris Carter. And Easter passes, our very own, one of the very best. Sterling Sharp. First quarter, Warren Moon. Going to be picked up by Chad Cota. Mama going to take my Cota Crow. Mama going to take my Cota Crow. But he took the football away. What does Cris Carter do, Tom?
Recover fumbles.
And the Vikings keep the ball on a first down. 4 plays later, Warren Moon, Cris Carter. What else does he do? He becomes one of 14 players to get 600 catches. That's what he does. But then, Vikings in field goal range. Scott Sisson. Warren Moon goes back to pass. Come on now, snap the ball. But what does Cris Carter do, Tom?
He catches touchdown.
Here it is. Short toss, 7-0 Minnesota.
Yeah, Eric Davis on the coverage, and you see the scrambling by Warren Moon. Bought a lot of time for Cris Carter, who did a great job.
Until Warren Moon, what does he do?
Catch touchdown.
Cris Carter, touchdown. His 51st as a Viking, 14-0. Well, that's a tough call for anybody. Buck fans is tough enough. First quarter, Warren Moon to Cris Carter, and watch this. He laterals, but correctly called forward to Jake Reed, but he forward lateral to F. Lee. One lateral good, one lateral bad. Better cracker him. 4 plays later, Johnson. This is the catch of the year, folks. Watch. Cris Carter. Are you kidding me? Both feet were in. Touchdown.
Yeah, Torrey James on the coverage. Nice move by Cris Carter. Pretty good coverage by James. Look at the footwork.
Oh.
and their hands.
And it's a Viking recovery. That led to, in the fourth quarter, Cris Carter, Johnson, 4-yard touchdown.
Play would have been 14-12 with Bucks ball. Instead, same drive, 3rd and 12, touchdown, Brad Johnson to Cris Carter. Johnson fired up. Carter made the play between two defenders. And look at this, very Lambeau set for the back 43. Brad Johnson, new contract. Cris Carter, all he does is
catch touchdown.
Craig Newsome.
Well, and Newsome, an outstanding athlete, but maybe not the touchdown.
One catch, one touchdown. Now, speaking of all they do is catch touchdowns.
Cris Carter, all he does is catch touchdowns.
From Brad Johnson, touchdown. So does this man, Brad Johnson. We love the way he's played this year, and what a wild play this is. Johnson, the bomb to Cris Carter. He's hit by Lawyer Malloy. Willie Clay. He can't get it. Cris Carter. And look at it. Johnny on the spot is Robert Green. He jumps on it.
Yeah, and as we take a look at the beginning of this play, you see Willie Clay, the safety, with his head in the backfield. So Cris Carter does the little hitch and go on him, gets downfield, gets wide open, and give Robert Green credit for hustling down and recovering this ball after 4 other people missed the recovery.
But you got to stop the other team on defense. That was Johnson to Jake Reed, Johnson to Cris Carter. All he does,
gets touchdown.
He beats big play. Willie Clay was 100 pounds of clay on that one. 20. Johnson to Cris Carter. John Mangum. His flag for the very late hit. So that moves it down, sets up a 3-yard touchdown by Charles Evans. Johnson to Cris Carter, and watch what happens. Usually all he does is catch touchdowns. In this case, all he does is fumble at the 1. It's a touchdown. No, it's not. Fumble late in the game, the holy roller rule, you cannot advance a fumble, but the Vikings get the ball at the 1.